Hey guys, Anthony again checking in. AMG 4K, taking a look at the hardware of the new Nikon D750. We're just going to do a quick rundown of the outside of the camera. What you're looking at here is the 24 to 120 f4 kit lens that does come with the box that you see there on the left. I think it's a steal at the price point it is now. I believe it's going to change very soon. So if you're thinking about jumping on this, I would do that. If this was the camera that you're leaning towards the most, I think it's a good deal at that price point. On the right hand side, we'll start with the flash button here. So that sets up the flash really simple and easily. The bracketing button is located here for easy access for your HDR photography. Down here is your autofocus manual focus switch, which you'll be able to get to quickly and easily with your fingers. When you press in on this dial, you'll also have access to change from continuous focus to single, and then you'll be able to choose your focus modes with the rocker, with the dial in the back and on the front. So if you want to do the 3D focusing or group area, the new group area focusing mode, you can actually do that by pressing in on the lever on the left and rotating the dial and choosing your focus mode. On the rear, we have it's dusty back here. The menu button, we have the white balance button, we have your quality button, we have your ISO button. So if you want to change your quality, you could just simply press the quality button and move out of RAW or move into JPEG. We're going to keep it in RAW because we have RAW support right now from Lightroom. Just came out 2 days ago, so I'm excited to be able to shoot this camera in RAW to see what it can do when I'm able to actually, process the images how I would like to. Also on the back of the camera, you have your play button, you have your trash button, typical Nikon arrangement, all the way down from the lower level cameras all the way up to the higher level cameras. So they keep everything pretty much in line with their bodies. You have your autofocus, which I use this as my back focus button. So this is actually my focus, and the shutter button is actually my firing. The shutter button actually doesn't do any of the focusing for me. That's just a personal preference that I had. I pulled off these little clippers because I do not use the strap that comes with the camera. I don't use a strap. If I use anything, I have a black rapid strap that I use from time to time. This is your info button here, which you can press on and see what your manual, your shutter speed, your aperture, your auto ISO, your autofocus single. You can see I'm in RAW. I only have 148 shots left on this card. But speaking of cards, if you open the side, you can see you have two cards now. Two SD card slots, pretty much like the Nikon D750, unlike the D810, which had one SD and one compact flash, which I'm not a big fan of the compact flash. Anyway, I never used it because of the fact I kept breaking the pins in the reader, and I never wanted to actually plug my camera into my computer at home, so I opted to just stick with the SD cards. Anyway, so that's a welcome addition for me. We'll take a look now at the top of the camera. And so you can see the deep well here for grip. I'm sure you guys have experienced enough videos and research to know that the grip on this camera is phenomenal. Unlike anything Nikon has currently, the grip on it for me is great. So I can't help but rave about the grip functionality of the Nikon D750. On top you have your hot shoe flash. You have your screen, which is smaller than your average screen for, say, the Nikon D810. But, that's to be expected when you have a smaller body. Over here, you have your manual choice, your aperture choice, your shutter priority, and your program. 99.9% of the time, I'll be in manual. I'll never use the effects, the user 1, user 2, scene mode, auto, or anything else besides manual there. So that is the top of the camera. We'll swivel it around so you guys can actually see the bottom of the camera, made in Thailand. Just in case you didn't know, you'll see that deep ridge for grip on the camera there, which aids in the handling of the camera, even with this big Nikon 24 to 120 lens, which is a beast of a lens compared to this body. It's kind of reminds me of going through puberty back a long time ago when I didn't update my shirts and they were just a little too tight, but nobody told me. So this is where we're at with the Nikon. The lens is a little bit too big for the for the camera, but it handles quite well, even being a little too large, which is pretty cool. Thinking about upgrading to the lens soon, but I promised myself that I would keep everything stock for the videos I'm going to create, so you guys can see what you actually get with the kit that's on sale right now. So moving on, we'll go to the rear of the camera and we'll hit the menu button. We'll show you a little bit of the movie shooting mode and how to operate within the movie shooting mode. So this is where you determine where the video is going to be handled. You could pick slot 1 or slot 2, which correlates with the SD card 1 or SD card 2. I have a bigger card in slot 2, so I'm going to put all my video there. So I'm going to choose OK. Next important item is to choose, your frame rate. What do you want to shoot in? You want to shoot 24p, 25p, 30p, 50p, 60p. This is where you make that choice. I'm going to shoot at 24p because that's my preference. Movie quality, of course, you want high quality. Why would you want normal quality if you bought this camera? I got all these little dust particles today, so we'll continue with doing that. Microphone's frequency, I have the Rode video mic is my go-to mic. I don't have a wireless setup yet, but the Rode mic, so I set the manual sensitivity to 10. I could also go up and down on that, so make sure that if you're using video, try to set the sound to be how you want it, not how the camera decides. I choose to shoot in the vocal range. For frequency response, I have wind noise reduction set to off. Image area I have set to FX mode. You can go down to DX mode if you so desire. I'll remember to turn that off now because I'll be in DX mode later. You choose your white balance from here. I'll keep it in auto 2, but this is where you would just pick what you like and click OK. You set your picture control to flat, landscape, standard. Let's keep it in standard for now. My high ISO noise reduction is off. My movie ISO settings I have set to maximum sensitivity 12,800. I can actually move that down to 6,400 and click OK. Menu button, go back out. And time-lapse photography is going to wrap it up for today. I don't have anything to show you within time-lapse, but it is here if you choose to desire to shoot time-lapse photography. So thanks for watching the video, guys. We'll continue our tour with the Nikon D750 a little bit more as we go. I don't want to give you guys too much in all one video, so you can watch it in pieces, pick up tidbits along the way. I hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Comment below, questions below. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.